Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dold back into a world where the healer are trash. All you can do is learn to self-sustain, and this is why having Leeching Flurry on your armor is a game changer. You see this rapier right there? I was looking for a rapier like this, and I found it into a OPR caches. I'ma try to upgrade it. Maybe instead of vicious, if you get like alacritus punishment on it, or there could be a couple different possible build on the rapier. Tell me what you guys would like. But you see, with a Sundering Repulse, when you land this, it's already 25%, and then inflict a stack of 4% rend on every attack. So you got some attack on the rapier that are really quick, and it's 5 stack of 4%, so it's huge when you think about it. It's like 20%. So with this you go to around 45% rend really quick, so the armor of your enemy is already done from the start. And then with this you got the Inferno Firestaff over there. You can see 15% damage when you hit the target within 15 meters. So for the close range fight, this Fire Mage build will be amazing. And then just to make sure that you can survive even better, you're gonna use the winged leather shoes, and you're gonna put a hasted vigor in your build. So you're gonna have a lot of haste and a bit of base damage from it. This artifact is amazing. I think it's one of the best in the game right now. You could do this same exact build in medium or light armor, it would feel good. You can do it with the Tumbler Feet Trap, or you can probably even do this with the Nimble Coat, or the Natsurwa chest piece, or even a featherweight artifact, you know, with 2 AV piece on it. So at this point, for the armor artifact, it's almost your choice, but I suggest this one just because of the ace. It's gonna help you to keep the 15-meter with your enemy without taking too many hits, so you can max damage with the Inferno. And you know that the rapier have a lot of haste built in. And then I tried to find a piece with Leeching Flurry in my build because I wanted to apply some rending stack really quick, and I thought that the Flurry was a really nice ability to do this. So I found that in my stuff. I thought it was a really good piece to use. And then I used some other piece that I already had on my other set. And yeah, you can see the Runeglass. I got 2 melee damage Runeglass, and I don't have any Runeglass on the other, but I could use some ignited Runeglass or elemental damage Runeglass, or all melee. That depends on what you want to do. Even the sighted could be fine, you know. So I use the stone form, but maybe, you know, doing a flurry into a detonate, I need to try that. Seriously, it sounds crazy when you think about that. Mostly that I'm probably not empower cap right now. This amulet right there, it's maybe not the best amulet that you can find, but it worked really good. I would probably swap the health for divine instead, so my consumable would hit even harder. And then that ring, you know, it's a really nice ring that I can use on a couple different builds. And I use that with the Endless Thirst. You can probably do the same with the Elemental Ban or the Justice Earring or the Ankh Amulet. And then I use a 200 con, the rest in Intel. Sadly, I had a bit of dex on my rapier, so I had to put some dex, but it just make my flurry hit harder. So I tried even with 50 dex and it was working really good. I just better like to do more intel because, you know, I like to have a fire staff that hit. But yeah, 50 dex was still viable, and maybe you can go for the cooldown reduction if you play with really low con, but this is not my case. For the weapon mastery, it's a aced build for the winged leather shoes. You know, you gain 10% damage from the winged leather shoes. And then, since I want to do some close combat, I did not use this. I used the catch passive instead. You're gonna see my mistake on this build is that I don't have the weapon perk. I did not find any piece with, look, refreshing pillar of fire like this or empowering fireball. I will try to do that soon, so this build will become even better. But as you can see, I can already 1v3 people with this build, so you can probably do it. Like my bet, it's not the best in slot gear that I have right now, and not 725. It's like a bit mismatch almost, but it's working really good. I would go more for defensive perk than shirking health. Right now, I feel like shirking health is a bit underwhelming compared to what it was, but just 1 or 2 stack feel kinda good. So yeah, if I would change something, that would be like the fire harnessing stack right there for empowering fireball, probably the trust conditioning right there for refreshing pillar of fire, or a shirking heal right there. I like to use regeneration serum and infused health potion. Regeneration serum do almost the same thing as the regen potion, but it gives you some stamina at the same time. So I was like, let's try this, and it worked pretty good. And then I use the oak flesh bomb with the gemstone dust, so I can have a choice which one I use during a fight, you know. This time I've gone with a lot of elemental resistance, a bit of trust and slash, because, you know, in 3v3 and OPR there's a lot of trust user like spear and blunderbuss, even musket and bow. I almost forgot to speak about my rapier build. In this video, you will see I had a couple different rapier build. I'm like meta crafting it right now. I am doing very good with what I have, but it can still be improved. It can still be better. And you will see that in this clip that is playing right now. I had evade, riposte, and flurry. This build was doing very good in 3v3 because the map is small and the builds are different. But for Outpost Rush, the build was kinda lacking something. If there's a Zerg running at you and you don't have Fleshy, you just don't have enough run to run away. But if you put Fleshy instead of evade, it becomes viable, and this is how I found the build that you have seen at the start, that I did a 1v3 in 3v3 with it. But at this point, it's your choice if you want to put the evade, riposte, and flurry, or the evade rapier build like I do usually in my other video, or the fléché, riposte, and flurry that I think is maybe the new meta if you use the rending stick like I did. I think that the flurry with the rending perk paired together just do something crazy. So let's abuse of it as much as we can. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you a good day. Peace out.
I shall speed up these proceedings.